Special Operations Forces are regarded as the deadliest, well-disciplined, and capable of accomplishing any mission globally. But to carry out unconventional warfare missions beyond traditional military personnel's capabilities, they must first go through rigorous selection processes and then undergo extensive training. However, the reality is that the world will never fully understand what these teams have accomplished, but their track records are impressive enough to garner respect on a worldwide scale. So who are we talking about and what are they capable of? Let's get it on. Number 10. GSG-9, Germany. The German Federal Police has a tactical squad called GSG-9, also called the Border Protection Group 9. It is capable of high-stage rescue, counter-terrorism operations, and high-risk arrests, among other things. They're well known for devising innovative strategies and approaches for all kinds of missions. The unit was formed as a direct reaction to the mass murder at the Olympic Games in Munich in 1972, in which 11 Israeli nationals and 1 German police officer lost their lives. The scenario was exceedingly precarious because the German police did not have the training or equipment for rescue and counter-terrorism operations. Within a month of the event, the German government gave the GSG-9, under the supervision of the federal police, a mandate to prevent any similar future incidents. In Mogadishu, Somalia, on October 18, 1977, the operators of GSG-9 were able to safely rescue all 86 hostages who were on board Lufthansa Flight 181. Number 9. GIGN, France. Following the atrocity that took place in Munich in 1972 and the uprising that took place in Clairvaux prison the year before, the French government recognized the necessity for a specialized law enforcement group that could deal with circumstances such as domestic terrorist attacks, organized crime, and hostage situations in the future. As a direct consequence, the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, sometimes known as GIGN, is a tactical unit of the National Gendarmerie of the French Armed Forces established in 1974. GIGN has a reputation for lightning-fast reactions and highly developed fighting capabilities in dangerous situations. According to reports, the team has participated in more than 1,800 different operations. The primary assault unit is called the Intervention Force, and it comprises 4 platoons, each of which comprises 24 operators. One successful assault that GIGN carried out on the hijacked Air France Flight 8969 in December of 1994 received the greatest media attention. The assault successfully eliminated all 3 offenders, with no innocent civilians being hurt. 1 year later, in 1996, GIGN and the Special Operations Forces of the French Army and Navy arrested the notorious French mercenary Bob Denard from the island nation of Comoros. Moreover, many GIGN teams have been sent to Afghanistan to assist with law enforcement and other support activities. Number 8. JWGROM, Poland. GROM, one of the world's most elite special forces, is one of the 6 special operations units under Poland's Special Troops Command. Their personnel have garnered the nickname the Surgeons because of their extensive expertise and the swiftness with which they do their missions. It began operations in the year 1990. During its formative years, GROM modeled itself after other elite military groups, such as the British SAS, the United States Delta Force, and the SEALs. The public was unaware of the existence of GROM until it was initially mentioned in the media in 1992. However, the group did not achieve widespread attention until 1995, following its first significant military action, which took place in Haiti. GROM was an essential part of the Polish force that participated in the invasion of Iraq in 2003. They were in charge of safeguarding vital assets and conducting counter-insurgency operations. The personnel earned praise in Afghanistan for their efficiency during missions and when training Afghan National Police. Number 7. Sayeret Matkal, Israel. Sayeret Matkal, the Elite Special Operations Brigade of Israel, is also called Unit 269. And has a reputation practically on par with that of a legend. They were established in 1957, and since then it has garnered a reputation for its deep spying capabilities and ability to combat terrorism and rescue hostages. They rely on stealth, striking in small numbers under false pretenses and disappearing before their adversary can figure out what had transpired. One of its most noteworthy missions was likely the Entebbe rescue when an Air France plane carrying 250 passengers from Tel Aviv to Paris was kidnapped by terrorists in 1976. 106 captives were still being held captive after the non-Israeli passengers were freed. It took a week to prepare the rescue operation, but it only took a little over an hour to carry it out. The covert task force was brought in via helicopter, accompanied by Land Rovers and a Mercedes-Benz. They were successful in infiltrating the local army, killing the terrorists, and rescuing all the captives. The attack only resulted in the death of one single Israeli soldier. Number 6. Special Naval Warfare Force, Spain. In 2009, Spain consolidated several disparate naval forces into a single, more powerful fighting force, which resulted in the establishment of the country's Special Naval Warfare Force. The Fuerza is made up of 3 separate units: the Special Combat Divers Unit, the Special Explosive Diffusers Unit, and the Special Operations Unit, which served as its primary tactical forerunner. The Special Operations Unit was responsible for maritime counter-terrorism, combat diving, air and amphibious insertion, combat search and rescue, and shipboarding. Today's elite unit continues on the battle in these and other areas. They have a long and successful history of applying these strategies in situations, including the rescue of hostages and confrontations with pirates. As part of their contribution to Operation Enduring Freedom, the Hombres Rana attacked a North Korean vessel in the Indian Ocean in 2002. The vessel was carrying Scud missiles en route to Yemen. In 2011, they successfully rescued a French hostage held by Somali pirates. And this is just what the general public knows. Most of their tasks, just like those of other elite forces on our list, are kept a secret. Number 5. Gruppo di Intervento Speciale, Italy. The Special Forces component of the Italian Carabinieri is known as the Gruppo di Intervento Speciale, GIS, which translates to Special Intervention Group. The Carabinieri, which is the branch of the Italian armed forces that is responsible for both military and civilian law enforcement, created the GIS in 1978 and used it first as a tactical police unit. In 2004, in addition to its role as a police tactical unit, GIS took on a special operations mission and developed into a special forces unit. It then joined the Comando Coordinate per le Operazioni delle Forze Speciali, translating to the Joint Special Forces Operational Headquarters in English. The group has taken part in anti-terrorist operations and has provided security for the safety of VIPs, executives, and dignitaries. Since it was first developed, GIS has garnered a reputation for being both efficient and meticulous in its planning. In addition, it has been active and continues to be active in various combat zones, including the Balkans, Afghanistan, Iraq, and the Horn of Africa, as well as in all places in which Italian diplomatic missions are in jeopardy. Number 4. Alpha Group, Russia. The Alpha Group is an offshoot of the notorious and feared Spetsnaz, and they are the most merciless members of their larger organization. It is an elite independent subunit of the country's special forces. It is presumed that the highest level of political leadership in Russia has permitted the unit to function directly under the supervision and approval of the highest level of political leadership in Russia. The Alpha Group was first founded in 1974. Since then, it has been involved in many high-profile operations, such as storming a hijacked Aeroflot flight in 1983, the hostage situation at Moscow Theater in 2002, and the siege of a school in Beslan in 2004. A significant part of the group's history was also spent participating in the Chechen Wars. They have a well-deserved reputation for being ruthless and victorious over their opponents and vindictive to a fault. Number 3. Delta Force, USA. This particular group is officially known as the 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta. Delta Force can perform a variety of missions. These missions include hostage rescue, raids, reconnaissance, and covert direct action operations. The group was established in the year 1977. Since then, most of its members have been individuals with previous experience serving in U.S. Special Forces, such as the Green Berets or the Rangers. To be eligible for training, potential candidates must be male, at least 21 years old, have a good score on an aptitude exam, and have a rank between corporal and master sergeant. Due to the combination of the 6-month-long training course and the initial year and a half of training procedures for the enlistees, Delta's dropout rate is estimated to be about 96%. In 2012, Delta Force was awarded a unit citation for their successful assault on an enemy compound that the SAS had previously been unable to take due to suffering casualties during the mission. Delta is still the most tightly guarded and covert black operations unit that the United States of America has and extends its operations to Europe and Asia. Number 2. Spetsnaz, Russia. Spetsnaz is Russia's special force trained to carry out various military and intelligence-related tasks. Because of their extensive training and high level of expertise, these units are consistently ranked among the top special forces in the world. The Spetsnaz have been instrumental in many of Russia's wars and military operations, including those in Chechnya, Afghanistan, and Ukraine, to name just a few. In addition to this, they play an active role in the provision of security at significant events and the protection of Russian interests overseas. Reconnaissance, the fight against terrorism, and direct action are three of Spetsnaz's most important capabilities. Moreover, they're schooled in the arts of sabotage, psychological warfare, and infiltration. This group can carry out their duties singly, as part of smaller groups, or in combination with members of other branches of the armed forces. They are armed with cutting-edge handguns and other small weaponry, specialized land and water craft, and sophisticated means of communication. Number 1. SEAL Team 6, USA. We all knew this group would show up at some point. SEAL Team 6 is a Tier 1 American Special Operations Group established during Operation Eagle Claw. This team carried out Operation Neptune Spear, the raid in which Navy SEALs swooped into Abbottabad, Pakistan in May 2011 and killed Osama bin Laden. This group is a highly specialized unit, and possessing the physical and mental toughness necessary to serve in this group is unfathomably complex. It takes more than 2 years of training to become an average Tier 2 SEAL. Most applicants cannot even go through the physical qualification test, which includes running, swimming, push-ups, and sit-ups, all of which must be completed within a predetermined time. After completing that, you'll go on to general training, allowing you to participate in further specialized training. This is done to ensure SEAL team members are both psychologically and physically competent to take on the most difficult missions in the world, regardless of where those missions may take place. Which other special unit do you think qualifies to be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more of our luxurious content. And why not click on another video showing now? This is The Luxurious. Talk to you in the next video.